to deliver prepared speeches. We have 3 speakers today. They have spent time investing in preparing to deliver a speech. These speeches are going to range from 8 to 10 minutes, and the second 2 speeches will be 6 to 8 minutes. Our first speaker for today is an accomplished speaker and the former president of River City Speakers. She's a certified life coach. She has a call-in show called Connections, Relationships Dynamics. She is married with 3 children. 2 are at home, and 1 has been successfully launched. Her speech today comes from the advanced manual called Specialty Speeches. And it's project number 2, which is about being able to uplift the spirit. Her objectives are to be able to really inspire us, make sure that we have a feeling, evaluate our audience feeling, and establish emotional rapport, and deliver a speech that effectively expresses inspirational content. This is an 8 to 10 minute speech, the title of which is For the Greater Good. For the Greater Good, Jane Tapp.
Chosen to do the right thing because it was simply the right thing to do? Not to say it was easy. In fact, it was rather hard, and you had no idea if it was going to be for the greater good. Hello, Toastmasters and guests. This is the thing that I pondered when my daughter turned 16 and she was allowed to date. Now, that is a momentous time for any household. You are now releasing your child whom you nurtured for the past 16 years under your morals, authority, and you hope strong character. She brought a young man home on the day of her 16th birthday. My daughter Shirley was a rule follower, and his name was Justin. Justin was an amazing kid. He was a year older than her. They went to the same school together. From all looks of him, he was pretty well-mannered and well-raised. And I thought, okay, he obviously has a mother he respects, one of my requirements. He's got a great family, nobody's in jail, another requirement. And he talked to me and my husband when he first came to the house. Absolutely, another requirement met. And then Justin and my daughter proceeded to do what teenagers do. It seemed as if every rule became very difficult for my daughter to understand and follow after that first no dating until 16. Justin tried our patience as any teenage boy coming to date your teenage daughter can. They stayed out past curfew. We caught her sneaking out and then sneaking in. We unhinged her door. We took away her cell phone. We sat them both down several times. And the most significant time when we sat them down was really in the beginning, before all the mess happened. You see, one of our standards was having the talk with the person who decides to date one of our children. This was an agreement my husband and I had very early on. We're going to sit down, everybody who hopes to bridge a relationship from the outside world to the bubble we created called our family. And the talk kind of goes like this. If you would like to continue to date our child, we would really like to know that you're from a good family. Again, check. That's how I found out he loved his mom. But the other requirement would challenge Justin. And the other requirement was this. We want to make sure you attend church and you are active in your Christian community. There was no check mark in this box. It was a deep conviction in our family that we have a nice Christian boy dating our nice Christian daughter. And unfortunately, she loved Justin. Now, we chose to love Justin also. But we wanted to make sure he knew that our boundaries were strong and our conviction was stronger. And so they did not begin dating and having all these shenanigans until he decided he was going to come to church with us every Sunday. And we had no idea how that would affect our lives. He started coming to church. And they moved off. And he kept going to church. Now, I would love to say that our time with Justin was something that I could truly say was a blessing. And in many ways it was. You know, having a young man come to church and sit by my daughter and then have these great conversations back to the house to lunch and talk about the things of God that were important to us, those were precious. But I will tell you, Monday through Saturday, they challenged us. Monday through Saturday, they challenged us, and it was hard to love Justin, but we loved him anyway. He eventually brought a lot of emotional pain to my daughter. In their second year of dating, he did the unthinkable. He decided he was going to date someone else during the time of their dating period. No one hates a duplicitous nature more than we did. And this hurt her. But we decided and we chose to love Justin anyway. As I sat there comforting my crying daughter in Panera, she told me, you know what, Mom? I wish I never dated Justin. And I told her, you don't know now what good is going to come out of this, or for Justin. But let's wish him well through the pain and move forward. She decided the pain was so much that she needed to move out of the city. She decided that she was going to live with her dad for the next year of school. And I thought, you know what? I understand how difficult it is to mend a broken heart. And going to Daddy is one of the better decisions she could make. She'd be safe and she'd be in my hometown, San Francisco. Lots of adventure for a young college student. And I thought, what better place to nurture a broken heart than a wonderful city that we're so familiar with, San Francisco. I continued to see Justin in church. I had to choose every Sunday to love him anyway. My daughter eventually mended her broken heart and moved back home. And the experience was priceless. She was able to get on with her life and move back here with a lot wiser, if not more cautious spirit. Recently, this last Sunday in fact, I saw Justin. And he sat next to us with his precious family. And he said, Miss Jane, I'm so glad you chose to love me all those years. Because now I bring my family to church. My friends, you never know what a long view of life is going to do for you, for your family, and for someone else. So if you are struggling in a relationship where you think, you know what, it might just be easier to cut them off, to give in to those negative feelings when the hinges are coming off the door, that is your decision, choose first to love them anyway. Even if that loving looks like distance. Even if that loving looks like letting them live the way they want to live, not the way you choose for them. Because for me, that simple conversation and choice that I made with my husband has been for the greater good that I had never, ever imagined was going to happen for us
but more importantly,
Thank you, Jane. A wonderful story
yeah.
with a lot of power in the lessons of that story.